Hey guys, Blake here with another video, and I'm often asked about carpeting plants, so today I thought it would be a great idea to let you know all about my favourite and I believe the easiest carpeting plant there is. Let's jump straight into the video. So there's been countless times that people have come up and asked me, I want to do a carpeting plant but I don't want to inject CO2, or what plant can I get to carpet that has sort of low to medium lighting, things like that. And it is possible, but with a little asterisk next to that. So first of all, I would say that it's going to be really difficult to carpet any plant at all with low to medium lighting. Mainly the thing is that the plant will want to naturally reach up towards the light if you're not going to provide it ample. So that's why carpeting plants work best in high lighting environments. So if you are restricted by budget and you can only afford, maybe a cheap LED from eBay or a floodlight from your local hardware store, it is possible with actually a plant you've been looking at this entire time. Right here is the plant that I would suggest for that purpose. This here is Micranthemum Micranthemoides, also known as Pearlweed, and it's one of the easiest, fastest growing carpeting plants there is, but there is a few notes to take on board about this one. So Pearlweed is a bright green, low growing plant that I believe is perfect for beginners. It grows super fast and has a compact leaf system that is pretty similar, but also slightly different to something like Monte Carlo. So the benefits that you're going to get out of Pearlweed, such as being able to grow it in low light and no CO2 situations, you are going to have to offset that with a bit of extra labor. As you can see, I've done absolutely no maintenance on this tank here for a long time, months and months, and it's gone a bit out of control. So Pearlweed is such a good grower that it does get quite tall if you don't trim it back, and it will also spread pretty easily and also get to a point where it will float up to the top. So for example, I used to have this plant here in my 4-foot highlight CO2 injected tank as a bit of a carpet, which I maintained regularly. And to maintain it properly, I really had to trim it every single week, get in there and give it a nice trim back, and then in a day or so it would bounce back and be a really nice looking carpet. However, sometimes I had a few busy things on and I let it lapse for 2 or 3 weeks longer than I should have. And what happened is that the growth got so much that it actually became buoyant and the whole carpet just lifted itself up out of the aquarium. So I would suggest that a different carpeting plant such as Monte Carlo or dwarf hairgrass or something like that, it's not going to have that problem. So if you are going to keep it in conditions that it's really going to thrive, grow fast and compact, then perhaps this plant is not such a good choice. But for low-tech aquariums, I think it's really great and it's so versatile. You can float a bunch of it like we are right here, and it will do super well and actually start to grow out of the water as well. You can also just plant it as a foreground here and just make sure that if you really want to try and achieve a carpet look, you give it a nice trim back every now and then, or you can just let it go wild like I have here, and it provides a brilliant hiding place for guppy fry and things like that. So there's really not much difficulty in keeping this plant. Basically, it will do best in moderate to high light, but it's not required. The higher the light you keep it in, the more dense and compact it's going to grow. It will grow faster with CO2 injection, but it's not required either. And to propagate, it's a stem plant, so all you have to do is trim a piece off and replant that piece, and it will propagate that way. If you do manage to get a nice healthy carpet going and it's getting a little bit tall and you do a trim, you might see that the undergrowth is yellowed or white, and it's not worth panicking about. In the next day or so, once light has been able to get to that plant that's at the that's now at the surface, it will soon bounce back, become green again, and it'll just look a little bit ugly for a day or so. So don't panic about yellow or white undergrowth. Other than that, I really recommend this plant. It provides really great cover for small fish and fry. It grows really fast, it's super adaptable. You can grow it in pretty much any water conditions you like, and it's one of those bulletproof plants, although I'm sure somebody out there has killed it, but that's kind of going to be the case for every plant on the list. So super hardy, super fast, super rewarding plant. Wish you all the best of luck with growing Micranthemum Micranthemoides, also known as Pearlweed. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, it always helps me out to smash like, hit subscribe, maybe even ding that notification bell. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.